Welcome to the Esports U stream here, streaming GLEC Week 9 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is El Tiburon, representing BW University, and we are going to have a really good match for you guys tonight. A pretty scary one for the really high-seeded BW Yellow Jackets. Only one loss on the season so far against CSU, but other than that, 6-1 on the season currently, going up against Mount Union, which Mount Union they're always a weird team to fight, and they're always a good team to fight. So we're going to be here for a potential upset. Going to BW. I'm not hoping for it, but happy Halloween, everybody. We do have a really good matchup for you guys, which starting out right now, we have Eloquence on Sora going up against Waluigi playing Zelda. And as they are rolling into the game right now, we are going to bring it to the game, and we're going to be ready to go. As these two teams, they know how to play against each other. They've played against each other before, and it's just going to be depending on what they're going to do. And yeah, as for the stage, it looks like they picked PS2. Um, Eloquent started by banning Town. Um, Mount Union banned Battlefield in Smashville. And then we chose PS2. So now, as they are starting the match, Zelda versus Sora is very interesting in concept. Sora is kind of a character that could do that is like an all-arounder. He could play the mid-range game. His spells allow him, especially Firaga, to play really long range. And once he gets his nair loops in order, he does really good with those combos. So he could play up close as well. Zelda, on the other hand, really likes to play the mid to long range game, does not want you to approach. So that is just going to be very interesting how both of them interact with each other. As Eloquence recovering low at 73, now 87. Really tough break for this first stock so far. But since he's still alive, he still has a chance. And now with that 3-piece, gets him off stage, but immediate up B sending him back in. And now once again, it just goes to that up B is something that is just really good. Doing Nair 1-2, not for the third one, misses that F smash, but both at high percent. And now both of them are around kill percent. It's just going to be who's going to get that hit first, as that is going to be a forward air by Zelda, and that's going to take the stock. And now back throw doesn't take it yet. Thundaga, good patience by Waluigi to not get caught by that. The down smash barely misses, but now stuck in the corner. Only 159%, because Zelda was in the ice, did not take any of the knockback. And now just ran up, knew that they were going to keep running away, then stop. So Eloquence just like held forward and did dash attack. So now 11 stocks left for each team and 2 stocks for each player right now. Now getting the Nair, only 1-2, not able to extend the combo. Good parry on the forward air. That neutral B can also be a nuisance because it reflects projectiles. And now Waluigi recovering high. That's going to be a point of contention to see if Eloquence is able to catch on to that and maybe even smack him out of the air 1 or 2 times. And now 70 to 56%, about even percent for both players. Once again, recovering high, and Eloquence not picking up on it yet. Good recovery though to avoid the Phantom, but another forward air takes it once again. This Zelda is really good at getting those, and it has been doing wonders for them. The Thunder does not kill. Nair 1, 2, into 3 more, and that is going to be 128%, which is definitely kill percent, especially if he gets this timing right, which he doesn't. But the dash attack, once again, doesn't kill, almost kills the exact same way as last time. And the get up attack, now about equal footing right now. Zelda in neutral, especially with Phantom online, is not something you want to go against. Now that up B is definitely going to take it though. Now for Eloquence, he needs to build momentum right now. Thunder, freeze, cycling through spells. Now he has the one he wants. 57, now he's shielding at ledge. That's a good thing to pick up. And now 53, taking the percent lead just like that. And now Zelda, how are they going to get out the corner? Gets frozen. Down B's to the middle, but that right into Eloquence's loving arms. While Luigi, kind of playing pressured right now, lost this lead. What are they going to do? Fire pressure, keeping him in the corner once again. And then freeze doesn't lead to a final kill. The up tilt comes out. Thunder gets reflected once again. That's really good recognition by Waluigi. And now playing a bit of neutral. That pretty bad trade. Now that should kill. Doesn't fall out of it. And that F smash doesn't. Just barely. 96%. That would have been a bit early for a kill. And now that would be crucial if Eloquence can survive this, especially without the especially with the kill spark. 131 to 96. The freeze does not connect. This throw could put Eloquence in a dangerous position. Doesn't recover high to avoid it, and that hit saves him from the Phantom. And that Thunder underneath the stage is able to save him and save BW. That is quite the way to win that first interaction and knock off that first player. That's so smart of him. Thundaga, if you don't know, if Sora is underneath the stage, he's able to Thundaga and cover a really good portion of the stage with it, and that was really good recognition, not only by Eloquence to do it, but also for recognition that it looked like the Zelda wasn't ready for it. Waluigi, props to him. He played really well. He kept it close. Even in some scenarios, it looked like he should have won. Eloquence looking like not too phenomenal in the matchup, but it's okay. He still has one stock, and of all the players in this league, if Eloquence has one stock, he could take it as far as he wants. Yeah, so one thing that Mountain Union can do, I believe they are probably going to send out Ness. I forgot his name, but the Ness player is Ness Sora, from what I've seen, is really bad for Sora. It's just going to be a lot of Ness ledge trapping. Ness aerials are faster, and especially with things like PK Fire, back throw that kills early. There's a lot of things that Ness can do that Sora has a hard time dealing with, especially being a floaty character. So it's going to be interesting seeing who they send out. I think it's going to be Ness, but looking at the rest of Mount Union's team, at least to my knowledge, they have Noble on Sonic, Dorian on Me Gunner. Dorian also plays Ness. Jello on Captain Falcon, June on Bayonetta, and Calamari on Byleth. And they also have a Cloud. I was not able to find the name for him though. But either way, this is a really good team in a really good lineup. The especially against Sora, you could camp him out with Me Gunner or Ness. Sonic is pretty good. I know Eloquence has struggled in the past with the Bayonetta matchup. I don't know if he is going to be able to overcome it for this one, but it might be just a thing where he knows Bayonetta. He's been grinding that matchup. I know he doesn't like the character, so it's just going to figure that out. and maybe even Cloud, because Cloud versus, to be honest, any other sword that's not Pyramithra is kind of Cloud favored. Cloud is a crazy character. Next season I might be a Cloud player. I'm currently playing Ike, but I love playing Cloud. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's just going to be, what is Mount Union going to do? What are they going to figure out? And especially, once again, Eloquence last year was taking games, taking names, and taking entire teams just by himself, without needing any subs. And Waluigi just by himself in a clean 1v1 took 2 stocks and got a kill spark for the third. So almost could have been a Mount Union victory, as close as it was a BW victory. Now we are currently waiting on the characters for Mount Union. I think they're really they're really thinking this over. They want to play this carefully. They don't want to lose the lead that they have, and which is understandable. And now we just wait for them. But other than that, it looks like it's going to be a good stream. Good Thursday night, as we like to say in here. It is game day. Um, and yeah, it's just going to be a fun Halloween. I swear it didn't look like fall until like today, and all the leaves decided to fall. And yeah, it looks like we're just waiting for a little bit of confusion. I think Mount Union thinks that it's going to be bans first. BW thinks it's going to be that Mount Union sends out character and then we do bans. As now, yeah, they're just discussing. I can't blame them. This was our team last year. We took forever to decide. But with that decision making, it shows A, that they care. That they care, and B, like, one thing that can happen, especially from a captain that was on the other side of that, you might overthink sometimes. So just got to figure it out. Got to keep it slow. And they're sending in Kaminari with Joker. So Joker's Sora, and a character that I didn't have on my sheet. I got to update that now. Joker is a very interesting matchup. Joker is a fast character that relatively struggles to kill, and then he gets Arsene. And even though Joker is still light, Arsene does a lot of damage, especially with that Joker back air. And he's able to get good combos. Sora is not able to escape from them as easily as you'd want, because Sora is a bit floaty. So especially with drag down combos, that's going to be free for Joker. Kaminari in a pretty good position for Mount Union. All they need to do is take 1 stock from somebody that was in the first team for GLEC last year, which obviously sounds easier said than done. But if Waluigi can take 2, why can't you take 1? Um, yeah, as we wait for the decision making from Kaminari and Mount Union, they're the the stages that are banned are PlayStation 2, PS2, small battlefield in town, and they choose FD. So no stages, no platforms going to be completely flat, which can kind of benefit both characters. Sora, he can't get his full combos off of that, but at the same time, if he wins a neutral interaction, the combos are going to be just straight ahead, and is going to last long, instead of extending from combos and getting more damage. It's just continual neutral wins. Same thing for Joker. Joker, he's not able to do his drag down combos, so it's really interesting why he didn't choose like Battlefield or even Hollow Bastion or Smashville. But maybe he was just worried about Sora's killing power vertically, which is a good thing to worry about. And now, as we are ready to be set, jumping into this game number 2.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now, of course, Eloquence has to remove 2 stocks from himself. you can always judge a person's character by the way that they SD before they start. And now immediate parry, just to show off the aggression and the response. And just like that, exactly what I was talking about. Easy 38. No platform extensions, but there was no platform to interrupt the combo either. So 25%, 55 catches the jump. How is he going to recover? That covered the ledge. And then the up B just keeping him off stage. And then the back air takes the stock. And now that is going to be 2 stock lead for Baldwin Wallace. And now that F smash connects along with the gun, but Thora having an amazing recovery, able to make it back on stage. And that's just a lot of damage right there. 47 to 63. It's going to be, how does Kaminari keep composure? How does he respond? Now 91, throwing him off stage and about to get Arsene very soon. That shield looks low, misses the down smash, really wanted the stock right there. And now 58, just like that. Kaminari with the F smash between the hits, and that's an SD. So now one more stock, just like that. Eloquence can turn this around and make this a 3 stock. Kaminari has to play this carefully. He has to make sure Eloquence does not get in. As the back throw comes out, how does he edge guard? Just avoids the thunder and stays off stage. And now that's 27. A lot of neutral play from both of them. And the footstool just to get out of there. Counter just to get rid of the fire. And 73%, just like that. This is now very scary for both of them. Sora just needs about 1 or 2 more combos for it to be kill percent. That could have been an F smash. And speaking of F smash, my bad. F smash for the other team. Kaminari taking the stock. And now it's going to be a 9-7 lead for BW. Thanks to Eloquence, but Kaminari making sure that it doesn't get worse. Now, that's really interesting. Kaminari, it looked like they were overwhelmed in the beginning, and then once they were able to find their footing, it was just like, okay, I just need to get rid of the stock, and then I'll deal with whoever's next. So once they were able to get over that, the Joker, a couple of things, just like really didn't focus on edge guarding. Instead was ledge trapping, which is the difference of making sure that the opponent doesn't get to the ledge versus when they're at the ledge, they're stuck. Um, yeah, I like the score instead BW 9, Mount Union, but it is a 9-7 lead favoring Baldwin Wallace. And now, once again, BW, they have a stacked roster. They have Lucky Lewis on. He could either go Greninja or Sephiroth. If they really want to send me in, I play Ike, and I've also been playing Cloud if we want to get crazy. We have Tactics on Snake. Obviously, you saw the Sora, Eloquence. We also have Gay Rat on Little Mac. So there's a lot of options, a lot of characters that we can just throw at this team. And for Joker, it's not a good matchup for me, but it is one that I'm unfortunately comfortable in. I played against a good amount of Jokers. It's just like figuring it out. Oh, and we also have Penn if we also have Yada Yada on Game and Watch if he is here. I am not completely sure if he's here. We could also send in, which would honestly be my answer, sending in Bumps on Falco. Um, Falco Joker is a pretty winning matchup once Joker gets Arsene, but especially the way that Bumps plays Falco, it'd be a surprise if he got to Arsene with 1 stock. So that'd be my choice. It's just going to be interesting to see how BW is going to respond. And yeah, it's just going to be really interesting to do that. As we see in the reflection, Eloquence in the Knuckles costume, as we are all dressed up. I would be wearing a shark costume, but I'm doing production. But once again, I would like to play. I would like to send in bumps on Falco if he's here. Just a lot of momentum. And if we need momentum on our side, he's the guy to do it. He plays fast. He plays hard. Um, and he takes stocks and takes names really quickly. Um, Other than that, I would trust Lucky Lewis in the Greninja matchup. They are sending in Yada Yada on Game and Watch, not Gaming Watch. Um, but yeah, I do like this choice. Especially the way that Yada Yada plays. He is very aggressive. He gets in your face, and yeah, Game and Watch can be a nuisance to deal with, especially in those situations. Now, waiting for Noble to respond. The last time that we've seen the last time we've seen like Joker versus Game and Watch would be like MK Leo versus Meister. Um, in Japan, we have Gorioka versus Mia. Um, so yeah, it's a pretty common high level matchup. I wouldn't say it's like something that you see every day, but is common enough that both characters should have matchup knowledge. I also know Penn that he plays against a Joker. One of his friends from high school plays Joker, so before he came here, he grinded out the Joker matchup because he obviously we have to be the best in our friend group. Um, so now just waiting for character picks as it looks like they banned Kalos, Hollow Bastion, and Battlefield. So the Kalos picks, the Kalos pick just getting rid of a big stage. Um, don't want to deal with that much camping because if you need to go in against Game and Watch can make it a hard time for you. Hollow Bastion, that's a really interesting ban. I think that might just be personal choice with the Joker because with Kaminari because I'm pretty sure Joker does well on Hollow Bastion. Small blast zones takes stocks pretty quickly, and Battlefield that's just one you unfortunately have to ban against Game and Watch unless you think you're going to play or diff them. So with those three bans, we're going to small Battlefield to start off this 9 stock to 7 stock game for BW versus Mount Union. Hope everybody is doing well this Thursday night um, as we wait for both teams to set up and get ready. And as we are ready to go, what I want to see out of Yada Yada is once again, like he likes playing aggressive, so like going for those down throw nairs, getting a lot of damage really early, especially with his up B, the way that he uses it as an aggressive option. And for Kaminari, I just wonder what he's going to do when somebody's up in his face. Just like that. 13, but is able to DI out of it. And the dash attack makes it about even. Down throw, nair, up air, just like that. Now here's when the matchup gets interesting. Arsene versus Game & Watch is pretty interesting. Penn is not allowing him to play the game, though, not wanting to deal with Arsene. He does like those down smashes, though, and Kaminari just being able to avoid it pretty well. That he was avoiding those back airs, but got hit by that Arsene back air. And went for the drag down, but just could not connect the right hit. And now 77 to 88, really wanted that F smash. The nair, he tried doing drag down, down smash, but then Joker also tried doing drag down up smash, and both of them execution just a bit off. These characters have weird weights, weird physics, so you got to be just a bit comfortable with all of them. As the chair comes out, and the ledge trapping scenario kind of switched around when Yada Yada grabbed the ledge. But the down air, getting Kaminari off stage. Now he has Arsene. That ledge trump might lead to something as the down smash doesn't take the stock yet. And now the dash attack as Yada Yada, the Game & Watch slides home. That animation is actually Game & Watch sliding home for a home run. And just like that, sent the Joker flying off the screen just like a home run. So, just as we wanted, Um, no stocks lost, one stock taken. It is now a full person lead. Yada Yada played that pretty well. I feel like he's one of our new people, and sometimes I feel like you could tell he is still really good. He deserves to be on our varsity team, but still, just like sometimes it's the nerves, it could be not used to playing online, but it could be all those factors, honestly. And yet he still proves results time and time again. Against another team earlier this season, he took about 6 stocks. I think he almost took 9 from a team before. In GLEC, in NACE, he took 7 before. So like when he gets rolling, he gets rolling. As we have a really interesting pick here, Noble, who was originally a Pokemon trainer in Maine, and then this season switched to Sonic, is now playing Lucario. So I think he's going for the matchup check, which if he knows Lucario Game and Watch, then by all means. But Lucario, his thing is that he gets every time he gets damaged, up to 140%, he gets stronger. But that means when the lower percent he is at, the less damage he does. So when he's at 0, Lucario is actually at 75% of a character. Not just because he's bad, but because he's at 75% aura, so his moves only do 75% of the damage it's supposed to do. And then I think it's around like 20 to 30% before it does the damage that Lucario is supposed to do, and then all the way up to, I don't remember the scaling, but it scales pretty good. I mean, pretty high. Lucario, if Yada Yada isn't careful enough, can lose a stock at like 30 to a Lucario F Smash. And it looks like for the bans, we are banning, or BW is banning Smashville, Small Battlefield, and FD. So it says that they decided to go to Kalos, but they're playing on Town. I wonder if anybody noticed, but either way, Yada Yada versus Noble. Um, Yada Yada for BW, just trying to get in right now. And for Noble, honestly, it's kind of weird because it's like, yes, you want to not get hit a lot, but as Lucario, you kind of need damage to be a great character. But Noble's playing this extremely well, actually. 62 unanswered, and just as I say that, the first hit leads to 25% just like that. And this might be just in the beginning. Yada Yada just needed to figure out what Noble wanted to look for, as that is now 72, racking up just like that. Now 85 damage, and even more. And Noble, it's going to be really interesting to see how he adjusts as he gets that Aura Sphere to connect. Both of them have about even percent right now. And now Force Palm, which is side B, is going to start acting like a projectile with how far it reaches. He can also camp with Aura Sphere, which he has been doing pretty frequently. 102 to 106 right now, both of these characters. It seems like Noble isn't really pushing the initiative, which I feel like is good for Sonic, but for Lucario, maybe a different story. And as that stock gets taken, Noble immediately trying to respond, but gets nared 2 times, 3 times, misses the up air, but 33% will take that either way. Is now the nair from Lucario connects. Another one, and another nair. 54% just like that. Yada Yada tried calling out the air dodge. And now this is when Lucario gets dangerous. You have to take a stock here, as the parry doesn't lead to much because the Game & Watch was on the platform. And good recognition by Penn to use Bucket. And the Nair not taking the stock yet, but 135% on Game & Watch. And that F-Tilt absolutely takes it. Now 103 to 0, just like that. So now Penn needs to make sure the lead gets sustained as that forward air connects. Wow, that interacted pretty weird. That's a new one. So pretty much Aura Sphere bounced off of Chef. as the back air connects. 130. Lucario is pretty light, even though he wants a lot of damage. So probably the next hit or two might be the one to take the stock if he gets it. And now that Aura Sphere gets him off stage. 62%. The Nair into back throw, 166. Extreme speed being used as an aggressive option is always a good mix-up, just like that. And now the grab as Yada Yada just stayed on shield. He needs to, that 2 frames. And once again, there goes the matchup thing. I didn't know it. Yada Yada probably didn't know it. And just like that, 57% almost takes the stock and now has to play carefully. He needs to get rid of this Lucario stock if he wants a chance. But 71%, just like that, needs to survive. And it might be one of those that might take it. Once again, you could tell Noble has practiced this matchup. Yada Yada taking another stock, and now only one more Lucario stock to deal with. Noble, kudos to you playing this really well. Now the dash attack to forward air misses the second hit. I think that was supposed to be an F smash. I think that was supposed to be a side B. And now 41%, just like that. And that connects, and that is going to take the stock, and that is going to remove Yada Yada from this first round. And just like that, it is going to be a 6-4 lead for BW, but Noble's Lucario. A really good showing from a character that doesn't get a lot of love. Lucario looked at as a D tier, F tier character, but Noble against Game & Watch, which is considered top 5, putting on a really impressive showing. It could even show that Noble specifically practiced that Lucario for Game & Watch. And once again, I learned some new stuff. The F tilt 2 frame was really crucial. Yeah, and just like a lot of matchup stuff, like how fast jab was for Lucario to every time Yada Yada wanted some offense, he would just get jabbed. Um, yeah, just a lot of stuff like that, and it's really interesting to see what BW is going to do for this Lucario because I don't think a lot of people have experience. And now it looks like we are locking in bumps on Falco. So once again, Falco, same thing as Game & Watch. Rack up damage super quickly, can somewhat struggle in the kill area, but if you get enough percent to take a stock before it matters, then by all means. But Noble, once again, played really well against a character that had high damage output and a bit lower kill power. I'm not going to pretend that Game & Watch doesn't have any kill power, but now, once again, it's just going to be Falco. You're going to get hit by a cutscene combo. You're going to get hit like 5 or 6 times in a combo before you're able to play the game, and then you're going to start at 70. But Lucario at 70 is a really good character and hits really hard. So how are you going to survive until then? I would expect bans like Town, Battlefield, and maybe um maybe small battlefield, just getting rid of the platforms, because especially on town, Falco's kill power is more so on the side than it is on the top. um for battlefield, Falco gets a lot of obscene combos on battlefield, and for I forgot the third one. For small battlefield, it's just how does, like, kind of same thing as Battlefield, but just a bit less interaction. I think he would want a longer stage, as his bans are Smashville, Battlefield, PS2. So he's looking to kill around the side platforms, and as we are going to town, once again, the Smashville ban. Smashville has a lower ceiling and has a big middle platform that has a lot of extensions. PS2 is a long stage that both characters can kind of camp, and Battlefield is once again a really good combo stage for Falco. And now, as we go to town, it's going to be a really interesting matchup of a character that needs a lot of percent to do a lot of damage versus a character that does a lot of damage but struggles a bit to take a stock. And as we are ready to start the match, Noble once again is going, or not once again, but Noble is going to have to remove 2 stocks from himself, as the most efficient way is extreme speed. Extreme speeding to the blast zone. And now, as the taunts happen, we start the match. BW being favored 6-4. And immediately putting him on the ledge, the Nair drag down, missed the up tilt. Now is going to be 41-9. Took a bit less damage than you should have from a Falco combo, so how is Noble going to play around this? That Nair jab is very interesting, and that F smash doesn't connect. Probably wouldn't have killed Falco from this range, but still is going to be very wary, especially like that Aura Sphere. A lot of damage coming out from Lucario right now, 89%. And now back air doesn't connect. Try being aggressive with that side B. And that down smash does take the stock. That's the issue. A lot of aura on Lucario can lead to a lot of bad things for his opponent. And as the fair down tilt doesn't kill, he needs to take this stock now. Another aggressive side B, but what a call out on the jump with that up smash. And that is going to take it.
Had enough already?
Now, 3 stocks from 1 person versus 5 stocks from 2 people. I feel like I'm getting a lot of camera time here for not a lot of games. Now it's going to be, who is Mount Union going to send off? Mount Union against Falco could probably say Bayo. If they do decide to send in the Bayo, Falco and Bayonetta both get a lot of good combos. Bayonetta has bats within, so she's able to avoid combos easily versus Falco, who does not have that privilege. On top of that, they both relatively struggle with kill power, but once again, if you're not stuck in a Falco combo, call it a blessing. Other than that, they have Cloud, which I personally play against Bumps a lot, and while Bumps usually comes out on top when I play Cloud, it's not the easiest wins in the world. Along with that, they also have Captain Falcon, in which Captain Falcon versus Falco is personally one of my favorite matchups to watch. Because it's just a lot of explosiveness, a lot of stocks just being flown off the board. But we're going to have the complete opposite. We are going to have explosions, but we are going to have Me Gunner demo on Me Gunner. So this is the Me Gunner Nest player. He could play either one, with the loadout being 3-1-3-1. I don't know that off the top of my head. I'm guessing it might either be Charge Shot or like a Charge Shot one, or one with a reflector. As the bans are going to be Kalos, FD, and Smashville. In other words, I don't want to have no platforms, and Smashville could also have no platforms. Town could also have no platforms, but just going into town, it's a better stage for Falco. And they choose Battlefield. So it's going to be interesting. Battlefield is a very good Falco stage, Falco's best stage bar none. But it's really interesting that the Me Gunner chose it, because maybe the Me Gunner, just like how Noble knew something with Falco, maybe Demo knows something on Me Gunner on Battlefield. Like, once again, this team can be very scary. Eloquence not having the best start, and the rest of the team having to pick up. Not that taking 5 stocks is anything to scoff at or be mad about, but it's not what he's used to, and it could probably frustrate him, which means that that the rest of BW will just need to do a bit more. And one thing about this team, they could definitely help with the load. And now we're just waiting for both teams to confirm. We know we're on Battlefield, and we're just waiting for Maybe they have a favorite skin. Maybe Bumps didn't like the skin that he was wearing last time, so he's switching it up. But other than that, it's going to be a really interesting end of the season. I can't wait for LAN. Um, BW might be all but guaranteed for LAN, but we want the win. We want first seed. Um, but Mount Union on the other side, I don't know their record, but I know this could probably be a really important match for them. And yeah, as the game is going to be loaded in right now, going to be me, Gunner versus Falco. Bumps has to lose a stock before he plays. Pretty efficient. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Come on.
And now not doing the downtown down smash, but doing forward air. And now this is just going to be your casual Falco on Battlefield. A lot of damage racked up really quickly. Back air for 76%, just like that. What a down air, though, to take the stock with only 8%. That's exactly what we needed, and that was a great recognition by Bumps to know that he could go down there. And now Demo stuck in a cutscene. This is my favorite part of the movie. Only 50% though, missing the back air, which could have been more. And once again, it's really good to scout out what this Me Gunner's moveset is. And the up tilt, I think that was supposed to be back air, but good parry. That back air connects though. A lot of damage racked up super quick, but that reflector can do just as much. And now this Me Gunner, their job is to just make sure that Falco does not approach again, because if this Falco gets another up tilt, that could be wraps. But just like that, the thing about Bumps is that if you don't approach, he is not afraid to shoot. And this neutral B, as playing a character like Ike, you just get stuck at the ledge and it's just pain. That down tilt doesn't take the stock. Now 120 to 128, both about even. That forward air takes it. And now that Nair is going to take the stock as well. That was really good recognition though by Demo, knowing that he could forward air the other way to bring more momentum. But now Mount Union, this is their last stock. They need Demo to take out 5 now. And now up tilt, up air, another one. And now the parry up tilt does not take the stock by Me Gunner, but now Falco is off stage, which is not good for Falco for that very reason. And now 59, that up smash only does 19, but definitely sends a message as an out of shield option. And now the up tilt not connecting and getting hit by back air. These back airs are doing a lot of work. Good grab by Demo. It looks like he's figuring out something. Good reflector stall, but 99%. The forward air should take it, and does. And that wraps up game number 1, favoring BW 4-0. And man, that's only a precursor of what's going to happen for next round as well, as both teams playing neck and neck against each other. 4 stocks is not that big of a difference, especially in GLEC. In BW, if you take this set win, you cool yourself off, you discuss strategy, and then you head back in for game number 2, knowing that you have a lead. If you are Mount Union, you know that you could have played better. You know that easy counter picks that you had probably questioned before. And just going into this, it's going to be, okay, how are you going to adapt? How are you going to change your lineup? And how are you going to improve for next one? But for now, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to just allow both teams to take a bit, let them let them figure out, and allow them to both be ready so they could compete at the highest level for round number 2. So we will be right back with that, maybe. It looks like both teams are ready right now. Maybe. Yep, looks like that they're jumping right into it. But yeah, so while we're here, it's going to be really interesting to figure out what BW is going to do. BW, they had Eloquence in the beginning, and Eloquence, he took once again 5 stocks is nothing to scoff at, but it's not what he expected, especially losing 2 stocks from Zelda. Um, Waluigi improved a lot and is a really good player, but still I know that frustrates him, but he just has to keep his composure and he knows he wants more than 5. So how are we going to move him in the lineup? Bumps played really clean. That Me Gunner was able to once that Me Gunner was able to keep put him at the ledge, it was really hard for him to get off the ledge. And it's just going to be figuring out how to play around that. For Yada Yada, it's going to be mixing up your it's going to be mixing up your timings when you approach. You don't want to approach all the time, and Noble just had the read on when he was going to approach, and what to do when he did. And as they start banning, BW bans Kalos, N- Noble for Mount Union bans PS2 in Smashville, and now we wait for the stages. And as we wait for the stages, you might hear cheers from the other side because for BW Esports stream, we are also streaming our Academy game. So both Academy and Varsity playing at the same time, a really special moment. People in costumes. There's a costume contest as well. So just a lot of fun going on here at Baldwin Wallace University. Um, as it looks like for Mount Union, Noble is going in first, and for Baldwin Wallace, Bumps is going in, which keep riding the hot hand for Bumps. And for Noble, it's going to be interesting. Once again, he played Sonic for a good amount of this season and earlier in this season. Is is he going to stick with the Lucario? Is he going to go back to Sonic? As it looks like he's going Lucario,
3, 2,
as
1,
now it is going to
go!
be Falco versus Lucario. I don't think I've seen this matchup. But the last time these two played, Bumps lost a stock early because of a down smash, and that's just the power output Lucario can have when he has Aura. So it's just going to be how does Bumps mix up his timing? How does he capitalize on when he gets in on Lucario? And how does he just make sure when Lucario has Aura, how does he make sure that Lucario doesn't run away? And now 67 to 15, this is the exact time that Lucario can do a lot of damage and can even this game out, as that is definitely a misinput. That could have been scary, but instead Bumps is living on that one. And now up tilt back air, doesn't take the stock yet, but does a lot of damage. Almost connected with the forward air. And now 109 versus 30. Never mind, 109, 107. And that F smash takes the stock. Once again, Lucario with Aura is a very scary character, and it's something that you don't want to deal with. As jab 3 connects, almost gets hit by the down smash. Now Bumps, he just needs to calm down and place a bit slower. Noble is finding his spots in, and he is taking the most advantage out of it. As that back air connects off stage, he is going to have to look out for things like Force Palm for Aura Sphere specifically, and especially the smash attacks and back air. Those will definitely kill around this percent. As that down smash takes another stock, 138 to 0. And now this is a 12 to 10 lead favoring Mount Union. Now can Bumps make the reverse 3 stock? Is he going to be able to take one? How is he going to respond? 37%, just like that. That Clank might have saved him, but just for the Aura Sphere to connect. 58, the down tilt does not take the stock either. And now Noble just swinging, and that one connects, and that is going to be a 3 stock favoring Mount Union.
Lucario!
Mount Union, just like that, responding quick, fast, and in a hurry. A lot of damage, a really big output, and really this Lucario catching BW off guard. First it was with pen, and now it's with bumps. Um, Taking a lot of stocks and being really consistent. Now this is where it could be scary because he didn't lose a stock. He was at 130, so he was able to do a lot of quick damage with aura. So now it's just going to figure out what is BW going to do. Down 9 to 12, it's not the worst thing in the world. As much as you would want to even that out with a quick 3 stock for yourself, it's just going to be figuring out how do you you could either slowly chip it away, or you could send in your best weapon and just hope that it takes it out and evens it out. I think I'd rather go with the slow chip of just like okay, what's our matchup? What can we do to take the stock? I mean, what can we do to take the stocks while taking minimal amount of damage, while at the same time, what is going to be best for our best players? And it looks like Eloquence is going in on Sora. So Eloquence is probably the best answer. Um, I would have probably preferred someone else. Probably even like Paul. I mean, not Paul. Lucky Lewis on Sephiroth or Greninja. But Eloquence, He's going in this game. He wants it, and when he wants something, he's going to go and get it. So now it's just going to be waiting for for stage bans for both of these players to be ready as they ban Smashville, PS2, and Battlefield. So it gets rid of pretty much the combo stages. Noble definitely likes playing a neutral based game with Lucario, and it's more so like to best describe it, it's pretty much read based of like, okay, I'm going to do my nair. If you let go of your shield, I'm going to jab. Um, and if you start to back away, I'll charge Aura Sphere, and then I'm going to use that. So Lucario really not a character known for his versatility, showing off something different right now as they elect to go small battlefield. So going to be the next most neutral stage, with PS2 being banned. And the difference between Pokemon Stadium 2 and Small Battlefield is that Pokemon Stadium 2 is larger and has a bit smaller blast zones versus Small Battlefield, which is, well, smaller, but has the same blast zones as Battlefield. And now no stocks needed to be taken, as once again it was a 3-stock. Noble playing really great, but now Eloquence just not allowing him to breathe for a quick 52, and now keeping it up. Once again, Mount Union with the 3-stock in the first game of this set, and that up throw, up air, forward air, and calling out the jump, almost taking it out with the back air. That could have been really scary, and just this extreme speeds high. What is Eloquence going to do? Back throws him. Probably going to use Thunder. No, saves it. And now uses Thundaga. Now trying to land while being away from Lucario. And that up smash doesn't take it. And Aura Sphere just right in the face, doing a lot of damage. I don't think that was supposed to be a down smash, but either way, a ledge trap scenario. That should be a back air, and that is a stock for Mount Union. So now it is 8 to 12. No throws should kill now, but the Thunder doesn't connect, but that does, and that make a stock. First stock off of Mount Union, so 11 to 8. And now with an air dodge in, that's another air dodge in for Noble. Let's see if that might be a trend. Up throw forward air only connects because he doesn't have enough aura to continue it. That up smash, once again, like Lucario in the early stages, you're kind of okay with getting hit. Well, against Lucario, and if you are Lucario, you're kind of okay with getting hit. Lucario's damage output and kill power isn't really good until like around 40%. And with Noble right now, he's just winning neutral in the lower percent range, which lets him roll on to the higher percent as well. As that up smash definitely would have done a lot of damage, but the counter saves him. as Nair up air, 77%. Extreme speeds as an offensive tool to let him get down. And now he's probably going to have to do it again. Good tech along with a good Nair. And now with the Blizzaga, still has him in the corner. This is where Lucario gets scary. What do you do? How do you take this stock? As Nair doesn't connect. Now it's very neutral based right now. No more Thunder, and the freeze gets avoided by the dash attack. And now side B doesn't lead into much, but a forward air, 132%, and that should kill, and it does. 90-0 right now. But once again, Mount Union, even though in this 1v1, because both started with 3 stocks, that Eloquence is winning in the 1v1, Mount Union has a whole person ahead, with the stock count being 10-8 right now. Eloquence needs to not lose this if he wants a chance for BW. And now the F tilt connects. What is he going to do off stage, as that's a full charge Aura Sphere misses? That up smash could have hit and would have done a lot of damage. Now 56-118. Both characters just swinging a lot right now, trying to connect their strong moves to take the stock just like that. And that Thunder! That Thunder turning around, calling out the air dodge, takes the stock, and just like that, BW only down 1 with Eloquence's great performance. And now it's been a really crazy game, and just like that, it is 9-8. Baldwin Wallace is right back in it. Eloquence trying to put the team not on his back, but making it closer. And yeah, just like that, only down 1. I would expect Waluigi to come in for it to be Zelda versus Sora once again. And it's going to be, how does Eloquence adapt? He saw how pretty poorly it did last time. Yes, he did win, but it was very close. So how does he adapt? How does he figure it out? How does he not fall to the same mistakes that he did before? And how does he just end up as a better player at the end of the day? And now, yep, Noble for Mount Union, saying that they are putting in Waluigi on Zelda. So for Zelda, really likes FD, really likes longer stages because it allows Zelda to camp. But if you don't approach Zelda, there's not really much they could do. Like, yes, they have Phantom, yes, they have side B and up B, but all those moves go a specific range. But other than that, their kill power mainly comes from being up close. So if you probably like force the issue in the beginning, and then get and then get them to high percent, and then when you're at high percent, just take a step back, shield all the projectiles, shield the up B, and then right when they're ready, right when they try to come in with a aerial or a smash attack or a grab, you respond first. So that'd be my game plan, but I'm not the one playing. As the bans are Town, Kalos, and FD, once again getting rid of the big stages, the stages with no platforms. And as we choose small battlefields, so running it back. And here we are. Once again, it is going to be Zelda versus Sora, which at this point in Kingdom Hearts lore, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. But that aside, it is going to be, can Eloquence combo Waluigi and take the stock quickly? As we are jumping into the game. Once again, Eloquence is going to have to allow himself to SD once, and then we would be ready to go. And now as we start, a quick 15% just like that. Waluigi's big thing that I was at least able to pick up on from here is that when they recover from the side, they side B right above the ledge. They don't really like going to ledge with it. But now for Eloquence, is Waluigi going to mix that up? And are they really going to be able to play the game right now the way that Eloquence is playing? That Thunder connects, shields the high up B. and now trying to recover along. I mean, this gameplay has just been Zelda stuck in the corner for the most part, finally able to get to the center stage just to lose the stock 45-0. And now a lot of safe moves coming out from Eloquence, knowing that he has to touch the shield in a safe way if he wants to not get hit by a forward air. And 52% could have punished that high recovery, and the down air comes out, nothing else from it. Zelda just needs to figure out how to play against these, as the Thundaga already petered out before it connected with the reflector. And now Eloquence recovering low. No challenge by Waluigi, and mixing up the mashing as well so it wouldn't get hit by the up smash. And speaking of smash attacks, that down smash takes another stock. And just like that, that's a Yellow Jacket lead. From being down a full 12-9, now taking the lead 8-7. But now Eloquence needs to keep this up. He can't just get comfortable with this lead. And now the back air allows him to recover, but still alive, 150, swapping out his spells. And how does he make it back up on stage with a side B? As that's 42%, but that's a back air, and that takes the stock. Now 7s each, pretty even. Dash attack into nair, into back air. Luckily, it wasn't the sweet spot. And now up air to another up air, 83%. Just like that, but takes an up B. And now 106%. The high side B once again favoring Waluigi. Once again, 7-7, BW is winning, and that nair up smash connects, and that is going to be now 7-6, favoring Baldwin Wallace, thanks to Eloquence with the quick turnaround and 6 stocks being taken by Eloquence. Once again, that's the thing. Eloquence, once he has a feel, once he has a groove, he's really scary. Just took out 2 of what looked like to be the better caliber, not the better caliber, but the players that BW was struggling with. And just like that, took them both out, and now a lot more room for BW to handle. And along with that, we have the counter pick war as well. Mount Union has to send somebody, and we get the counter pick advantage because we know who they're going to send in. So that was a crucial 3-stock, or not 3-stock, but that was a crucial game to win by Eloquence, especially being down a stock. So with that, it is once again 7-6. I'm possibly thinking they're sending in the Joker again, in which if they do, we should send in Yada Yada on Game & Watch. And this is the issue. If they send in the Me Gunner once again, what's our answer for Me Gunner? Usually it's bumps on Falco, but we don't have bumps anymore because of the because of the 3-stock from Noble early on in the game. So as they are figuring that out, there has been a lot of good gameplay early on, especially from Eloquence, seeing that his team was down. Bumps really not ready for the Lucario, as I don't think any of us were as a fellow captain. So poor job on me. But yeah, weren't ready for the Lucario. Eloquence was still able to clean it up, and now Eloquence also able to clean up his gameplay from round number 1, taking that one as well against the Zelda. And once again, he has 1 stock. He took 2 more with 1 stock last time. If he takes 2 more, then it'd be a 4-6 game, and that is going to be just a whole new thing for BW to lead with and have that advantage, as they are sending in Demo once again, not doing Ness, doing Me Gunner, and he's running Arm Launch, Bomb Drop, Flame Pillar, and Grenade. So off the top of the head. Arm launch is the projectile that goes below ledge. We saw that earlier in the game against I think no, that's the recovery one. So that's the really far up B, the best recovering up B for me gunner. Then bomb drop is the one that we saw earlier against Bumps. When Bumps got stuck at the ledge, he would do a lot of bomb drop, and it goes below the ledge, so that's a really big one. Flame Pillar, also known as PK Fire, really keeps opponents in if you get hit and does a good amount of damage. And Grenade, which is the down B, and the down B is just a little, like it says, it's a little grenade. You could interact with it a little weirdly. So if you hit the grenade, it sends back up and could actually hit me gunner. Um, but at the same time, if you grenade and you throw a projectile and it hits the grenade, then it won't go past and it won't hit the me gunner. So it kind of has a hurt box of sorts. Um, as the bans are Final Destination, Town and City, and Kalos. Once again, those bans are, hey, I'm not allowing you to run away from me, which would probably leave Pokemon Stadium 2 if if Demo wants to stay away as much as possible. I know he went Battlefield last time, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's actually going Hollow Bastion. I respect that. I love Hollow Bastion. We should play on that stage more often. But in my experience for this game, Hollow Bastion versus Me Gunner is pretty abysmal. You just get stuck at the ledge, and it's a really good stage for Me Gunner, and it just feels bad once you're stuck. But either way, hopefully Eloquence on Sora having a bit more options than Ike, being able to mix up his recovery, mixing up how he lands, and just to hopefully mix it up enough so he won't be stuck in those ledge trap scenarios that Me Gunner is so good at. As we are waiting for it to load, as we jump right into the game. Once again, the Yellow Jackets, after being down as far as 12-8, thanks to Eloquence leading 7-6 right now, and Eloquence on Sora versus Demo on Me Gunner. As we start, the up tilt doesn't connect to up air, but really early aggression on Sora's part, and that's the bomb drop with the PK Fire, 30% just like that. And now the back air didn't connect, and because it didn't connect, Demo taking 60%. And now Nair 1, 2, 3 once again keeping them off stage. Eloquence doing a really good job to avoid these projectiles, which is a pretty hard thing to do at times. Down throw, up air, and the Thundaga takes the stock pretty early, only 109%. And now Eloquence really feeling himself right now. How is he going to keep up this momentum? And now just a lot more ledge trapping tools, or I'll say keep away tools, just to make sure he doesn't approach, because if you do, you get 37 just like that. Great conversion on Eloquence. I know it looks easier than it actually is. The Nair saves him, down tilt misses the up air. And now the Thunder connects. Both of them are about the same percent as that up tilt misses, but Nair 1-2, almost getting the full conversion. You could tell Eloquence plays on Hollow Bastion enough to know specific conversions on it. If Demo went on a platform instead of the bottom part, instead of center stage, that would have been really bad. As the bomb drop then connects, misses the grab, but misses the F tilt. How does he get out of there? He does it with side B just to get hit by get up attack. Misses the F smash, but gets grabbed. There should be a back throw. Now how does he recover? He doesn't. Another stock taken by Eloquence, taking all 8 stocks right now for BW. And the up tilt does not take it, avoids the up air. And Nair 1-2 gets the third part, but not the hit that he wanted. Now both characters once again playing at a far range. this is very easily how the matchup can potentially go, and if it does, I would even argue to say that it favors me Gunner. But once Eloquence gets in, that's another 43. 43 versus 133 right now. Now racked up to 145. Eloquence really avoiding the ledge, so he doesn't even need to deal with that scenario. 77%, 87. Now has to recover the up B. Does not take it. And now he has to recover, gets it, the forward air into the bomb. 154. A lot of things can kill from here. And now who is going to win the next neutral? Because that's what matters. Good parry. He probably could have dash attacked from there. As the Thunder misses, the dash attack doesn't kill. What DI? 168, 121. And now how do you get off the ledge? He doesn't. And just like that, Demo at 124, just barely salvaging that stock as Eloquence was on a rampage. He wanted to take the whole team out. And once again, he made first team last year in GLEC for a reason. If he's mad and he figures you out, you see what happens. He's very scary to play against at times, and that was just a time where before he came in, BW was down 12-9, and when he's done, BW was up 6-4. So now BW, I would argue to send in Yada Yada, especially since we don't have bumps in the back for us. Send in Yada Yada. He should be able to pocket all of the projectiles. Yeah, all the projectiles pocket or reflect from Game & Watch. And other than that, it could be because we don't want Snake. We don't want Sephiroth. We might want Greninja. And as we are sending in Yada Yada on Game & Watch, so now for matchup and stages, it's going to be, this is where the counter pick begins, because what do they ban? Overall, I just think it's a bad matchup for Gunner, so counter picks don't necessarily matter, but for when it comes to players, if Demo is comfortable enough to just say, you know what, I feel like I'm the better player, I'm going to go to the stage that I like to go versus the matchup that is not good for me Gunner. The reason that it's not good for me Gunner is because because Game & Watch is able to bucket a lot of projectiles. If he buckets the bomb and grenade, it reflects. If he buckets PK fire, it stays. And if any of those projectiles explode, like grenade and bomb drop, then Game & Watch is able to bucket those. And if you get hit by a bucket from Game & Watch, especially with all those explosions, all those projectiles, you could lose a stock really early. And Game & Watch, his combo game is really good. He's able to, if he sees that you're just running away, he could just hold in. And if you just keep trying to ledge trap him, up B is a really good way of getting out. As now they are choosing to go to Kalos, as bans were Battlefield Town and Smashville. So a lot of space, a lot of edge guarding opportunity, or not too many edge guarding opportunities. But for me, Gunner can kind of edge guard from center platform, like what people think Min Min do. Well, what Min Min does. As now they are getting ready, picking the stage, figuring it out, and getting ready to go. As now, BW's second player versus, BW's third player against Mount Union's third. I'd give that a 7. That's pretty. I'll give that an 8. That's pretty efficient. That was a bit less efficient. I'll give that a 5. As now they are ready to go. And now once again, he could even bucket the forward air, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, if Demo doesn't want his stuff to get bucketed, he's just going to have to stand there. And you could even bucket forward air. I didn't even know that. And now Nair doesn't lead to anything much, but technically Yada Yada has a % lead. And now, once again, those explosions, and that could be the downside of it. If he's expecting the bucket, he could do a hard punish. But right as he got a hard punish, he took 39. And now that's a full bucket just like that. And that breaks the shield! What is he going to do to punish it? He misses the down smash, but gets the forward smash. And now off stage. Demo is able to get back on stage, but that could have been really brutal for Yada Yada if he wasn't able to convert off of that missed down smash. That shield break was huge. And now 98%. It's going to be a ledge trapping scenario. The dash attack doesn't take it yet. And now I don't think that's a jump, so just letting the chef cook. Stuck in the corner, and that down smash connects, and that's going to take it with no stocks loss. So now a full 2 people versus 1. What is Mount Union going to do? I'm sorry, Yada Yada, man. That was like the easiest down smash you could get, and you missed. I'm glad that you did this. I'm glad that while I'm commentating, you did this. So now it's just going to be who is going to be that anchor? Who is going to be that warrior that is now going to have to take 2 full people versus BW? And Game & Watch is a hard character to go against. Whoever we have next in the back line, we have a lot of good counter pick characters. What is Mount Union going to do? Who is going to be that person where the weight of this match lies on their shoulder? As they choose Kaminari, and he's going in as Byleth, not going the Joker. So Kaminari kind of has a trend of playing MK Leo characters, which is pretty good. It's really interesting that he's going in on Byleth versus Game & Watch, as once again, as many times have we seen Joker versus Game & Watch, we've seen a bit less, but we've seen Byleth versus Game & Watch, as MK Leo and Meister play against each other a lot. And now the bans are Town, Kalos, and PS2. And with these bans, it's more room-based. Like, Yada Yada is okay with going to FD because Byleth doesn't like no platforms at all. But the more platforms you have, the more it favors Game & Watch, in my opinion. As now they choose small battlefield. It looks like they are about to load up to the game, as Yada Yada for Baldwin Wallace has the opportunity to close it out for the Yellow Jackets. On the other side, Mount Union. If you're a Kaminari, Noble has to give you a heck of a pep talk right now. And the other way around, Kaminari, you got to believe in yourself for this one. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where it is it. What are you going to do? No stocks are going to be taken because, once again, both players have the maximum amount of stocks right now. Quick break of the bomb and quick reflection by Yada Yada as the back air connects for 24. Misses the dash attack. And now another nair. 51%. Already favoring the Jackets, and just as I say that, Game & Watch in disadvantage, 51 even. Another up air, and an early stock taken by that F smash. That sweet spot F smash killed Game & Watch at like 60. As now the up airs are coming out, 70-13. A lot of pressure on Kaminari right now, and he has to play this clean. As the upbeat down air connects, Game & Watch is a light character. Most of these moves can kill. Is able to grab the ledge, but gets hit by another F smash. Only 74% on the board. Now Yada Yada, what is he going to do? As he misses the punish for that. But the up smash, up air, these up airs being able to beat out the down air from Game & Watch is really crucial for this. And now 108% on Kaminari. What is he going to do? Nair is a really good move. it mixes up shield. You can do a lot of damage with it. It combos. And it's now the down smash, forward smash connects, and that is now one stock taken by Yade Yade, which is good because now no matter what he does, it's going to be positive going against. Going against if we need to send in one last person. Not counting out Yade Yade though, because a reverse 3 stock is plausible. 49% just avoids that F smash. And now the up B for the up air, 55%, racking up a lot of damage. And now the Nair once again to get away, the up B once again to get away from that Nair. Chef into the down smash, misses the first one, misses the second one. Dash attacks off stage. And now the bomb into another one, and that down smash, forward smash connects. And just like that, Kaminari taking a moment to breathe. This is Mount Union's last stock. As the forward air connects, 63, now 77, damage is racking up quickly. As now he is able to make it on stage, the F smash misses. And now the bomb into Nair, into another one, misses the third one, but that's still 45%, you'll take that. And now dash attack 57%, just like that. Chef doing a lot of damage right now. And now the down smash and the forward smash connects, and that is going to be a reverse 3-stock favoring BW, and Yade Yade closing it out for the Jackets. What a turnaround. That is now going to be a 2-0 series for BW, and what a way to do it. Being down 3 stocks to 1 really early, just taking that first stock just for a confidence booster. Then it's going to figure out, okay, what did I learn? What did they do first stock? How can I change what I did? Yada yada adapted really quickly, avoided those up airs, and then moving on those ledge trapping scenarios, getting Byleth in those corners. He was able to convert on those down smashes. Ironically, the down smash that he missed against the Mii Gunner, but the same down smash that was able to save them there. And once again, those 2 down smashes of forward smashes, they do a lot of damage. They're 2 smash attacks for a reason. And once again, what a way to clutch up for Yade Yade. Being down 3 stocks to 1, I know how deflating that could be, but once again, you have that opportunity to just turn it around whenever you feel, especially a character like Game & Watch. So now it is going, and now wrapping up, it is going to be favoring BW 2 games to 0. BW moves on to only 1 loss of the season, going against going into the playoffs. And for Mount Union, you guys played great. Hopefully, we will be able to play you at LAN. As once again, my name is El Tiburon, and and thank you for Esports Ohio for allowing us to broadcast this. Thank you BW for allowing me to broadcast this, and we are going to wrap it up. Stay tuned for more Valorant, Rocket League, and Overwatch coverage, Street Fighter coverage here on Esports U.